This is Chavez is bored, and I want to talk about sleep. I'm going to start with a comment, a quote from Stephen Covey. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage, pleasantly, smilingly, non-apologetically, to say no to the other things. And the way to do that is by having a bigger yes burning inside. Quad Quality sleep is important. And if you want to improve your sleep, I would ask you to ask yourself how important is sleep to you? And then take a step and ask yourself, what other things in your life are more or less important than your sleep? When you first start looking to and improving the quality of your sleep, there will be some things you may have to give up. One of the first things you may notice when trying to improve your sleep is that initially you may get less sleep. This is okay. This is expected. Improving your sleep may be important, may be more important than leaving your sleep the way it is right now. Sleep and sleep hygiene works. Many of the tools in sleep hygiene work at varying levels depending on what it is that is disrupting the quality of your sleep. Major disruptors to sleep are stimulants, such as caffeine and tobacco, depressants, such as alcohol, stress, pain, and other medical conditions, or medications. Some of these you can't control. Some of these you cannot remove yourself from. But some you can. I'm not telling you to quit. I'm not telling you to stop smoking or drinking. But I am recommending, strongly recommending, that at least until you decide that your sleep is at where it is need to be, where you want your sleep to stop. You can stop, at least for the moment, and then reevaluate what your relationship is with those other things once you achieve the sleep you desire. Human bodies are biologically all more or less the same. We all function in the same way, from how our heart beats to how our brain sleeps. Training your body to recognize sleep is easy. Training your mind to allow your body to accept sleep is a little different. And that's what these tools are for. This is where you will have to work. Sleep hygiene gives you the tools. It'll be up to you to figure out what works best for you. I recommend to begin to make sure you are getting the full benefit as quickly as possible to use as many of these tools as you can into your life. Throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. The best part of all these tools is these methods are based in wellness. So you might just find some of these tools may not work as well for your sleep, but they might work for other areas of your life. Keep that in mind. We'll talk about a couple of rules when we talk about sleep hygiene. I'm going to go over these rules right now. The first and most important rule of sleep hygiene is wake up at the same time every day. This is the most important rule of sleep hygiene. If you cannot do this, do not stress. Do not worry about this rule. But if you can, make this rule your top priority. If you can wake up at the same time every single day, you do not have to worry about any other rule. Now, let's talk about the other rules. If you cannot worry about the first rule, which is waking up at the same time, these other rules will help you. Number 2, your bed is only for sleep and intimacy. Ban all other activities from your bed. Simple. You are training your mind and body to recognize your bed as a place for sleep. That means when you are in bed, you are sleeping. Recognize that your bed is only useful for two things: sleep and intimacy. Cut out TV, cut out reading, cut out any other activities you do in bed. Just sleep in bed. Rule number 3. Your body recognizes dark, cool, and quiet as sleep indicators. Your body knows that sleep is more likely when these indicators are around you. Try and tailor your room to fit these indicators. White noise is also very good for your room. Keep your room as dark, as cool, and as quiet as you can. Rule number 4. Try not to raise your core body temperature in the evening. Like I said, your body enjoys cool when it wants to sleep. So if you work out or take hot showers in the evening before bedtime, that raises your core body temperature and makes your body a little warmer. And your body likes cool to sleep. So if you can, try and cut those things out or use them in the morning. Rule number 5. Turn your clock away from your sight. Time is a construct that is only recognized by the areas of our brain that is dormant during sleep. If you look at a clock, those areas of the brain think that it is time for math and begin waking up. This makes it harder for your brain to recognize sleep. So help your brain out. Turn your clock away. Don't look at time. Trust in your alarm clock. To set your alarm, trust in it. Make sure it wakes you up. And we'll talk a little bit about that a little later. Rule number 6. And this is the most difficult rule for many people. If you can't fall asleep within 15 or 20 minutes, get out of bed. Preferably just stand up and sit down in a nearby chair. Do something boring. Read a boring piece of literature or a low activity piece of manual or work thing. Do something boring, low impact, low stress, something that will not take it too much insight or imagination or energy. Do not look at anything with a screen. No TV, no phone, no tablets. Once you feel your eyelids getting heavy, get back into bed. Just roll back into bed. The purpose of this rule is to train your brain and train your body to recognize your bed as a place for sleep. When you first begin doing this, you may notice that you lose sleep. This is okay. This is practice. This is exercise. This is you doing what you can to make your body recognize your bed as a place for sleep. Usually, it takes about 3 to 5 nights for your brain and body to finally get it. After that, your brain and body will be falling asleep fast. You'll train your body to recognize sleep and bed, and it will work. Rule number 7. The hour before bedtime is reserved for low impact, low light bedtime rituals. An hour before you want to go to bed, dim your lights, brush your teeth, get your clothes ready for the next day. Anything that is low impact and low energy. But make sure that whatever your ritual is the hour before bedtime is not exciting. And make sure this ritual is the exact same ritual you do every night before bed. This adds to that training that helps your brain to recognize sleep and recognize when it is time to sleep. Those are very, very simple rules to help you fall asleep. I hope this helps you fall asleep. Please look at more videos on YouTube about muscle relaxation, passive relaxation, progressive relaxation, as well as other resources out there. All you have to do is search for sleep, and many, many resources will help you get to sleep. Sleep is 1/4 of your entire health. Make sure that you prioritize that. Sweet dreams and good night.